Good afternoon and welcome to the press conference of the independent FINA athletes. Today just with Yusra Mardini, I think you know her, and her coach Ariel Rodriguez. Rami is excused, he didn't feel well after his race in the morning, so we decided that he can stay in the hotel to prepare next race on Friday. First of all, we are thankful to be here, thanks to FINA and the IOC that they make it possible and realized that these two athletes who competed last year at the Olympics in Rio can be here and go on with their sport on the international high-level competitions. We feel fine. Yusra had her 2 races now. Those races were on a normal time, and she feels very well, but you can ask her now the questions. Ariel is the coach of Yusra after the Olympics. I stopped to train her. I'm just here for her personal guidance for the future. And Ariel is now the most important person for training and sport. First of all, maybe Ariel will say some words about the races. He's speaking German and Spanish, so I will translate. Ariel, was sagst du zu den beiden Rennen von Israel?
Beide Rennen waren in diesem Wettkampf okay. Leider, sie leiden momentan ein bisschen Halsschmerzen, ein bisschen kränken und schwächen so ein bisschen, aber trotzdem, wir beide sind einfach zufrieden mit der Leistung und es ist der letzte Wettkampf in dieser Saison und es ist alles gut.
Okay, so he's satisfied about the results. Yusra had a cold before we came to Budapest, and in the last 2 days she didn't felt very well, but in this relation the results were very good, and he's happy to finish the season with a competition like that and with its results. So now the floor is open. Your questions? Okay. First, Yusra will say some words.
Or I can, say some words in the beginning. Welcome, everyone, and thank you for being here today. As you all know, I'm a swimmer. I am now competing as an independent FINA athlete. the World Championships here in Budapest. I swam 100 fly, 200 freestyle. I'm done today with the competition. I want to thank the FINA and the IOC for giving me this chance for being here and for competing in such a high level events. And yeah, I think that's it. And I think I'm still, I am still working hard in swimming and doing some speaking appearances. Actually still to arrive the idea for a lot of people about refugees and about the situation of them and about that it's true I'm a refugee but I'm still swimming and I'm still doing everything as a normal athlete and normal person in this life. And we didn't stop and we are still like competing, we are still everything, doing everything. And one more time, I'm so happy to be here and to swim under the FINA flag. Thank you.
Okay. You received in the email for this invitation a press release of the management of Yusra. We mentioned yesterday that there will be a book about her story. We are happy to have this partner on our side, the Ström & Knauf, and I think it will be a good project and finally a good book. The movie writes also at working title with a contract in March, so there will be two really cool projects that we can looking forward for the results too. Now, some questions.
Hi, my name's Jolene. Can you hear me?
No, I can't.
I'll speak really loud.
Okay, now I heard it.
So last time you were in Budapest, it was kind of under different circumstances. What were those like, and when you got on the flight to come here, what was going through your mind?
Well, in the beginning when I knew that I'm coming to Hungary again, I was afraid, of course, because I've been stuck the last year here for 1 week. And as you said, it was hard because I slept in the U-Bahn stations, in the train stations. I slept on the floor. There was some problems with the police at the Kalet station. And it was really hard for all the refugees. And yeah, and now again they told me that the World Championships is in Budapest. So I was a bit shocked because I was like, no. I was like, I'm afraid. But after that, I was happy actually because I promised myself that I will come back here and as a different picture, as a different perspectives, you know, to get over it, you know. The first time I came here, it was really hard. I got a really bad idea about the people here, and now when I came here, everyone is helping. A lot of people are supporting actually us, and it has been amazing. I mean, the country is really nice, and I think I changed my mind.
Hi, I'm Beth Kölösik from Water Wonder. So how did you get into swimming? Could you please tell us a little bit about your life before you had to flee your home? Thank you.
Well, the first question was how I started swimming. Okay. Well, I didn't choose to start swimming. My dad is a swimming coach, and I started swimming when I was 3 years old in Syria. And I continued until I was 16, and then I left 1 year, and then I came back to swimming. And my life in Syria was almost like my life in Germany. I wake up, go to school, and then training, and then I went out with my friends, you know, the normal life for every teenager or every kid. And yeah, then after the war started, we fled, me and my sister, to Germany. It took 25 days to arrive there, and after we arrived, we started to build our future again. I never thought that I will be here, I will be competing. I competed in the Olympic Games, I saw the President of America, I saw the Pope, I saw a lot of really important people, and now I am here also in the World Championships. Again, this is my second time, and I mean, this is amazing, and yeah, this is an example to never give up, I think. Any more questions?
Hi, Yusra. How did it feel different, if it felt different, between comparing your experience at the Olympics and coming here, from the point of view of competing, the interaction with the other athletes, how you were perceiving the whole place? What were the main differences between last year in Rio and today here?
I think the difference is not that huge. I think the difference is in the Olympics it was, first of all the games. It was much more bigger, of course, because it's the Olympics. And here it's more, you know, about a specific thing, about swimming, about really our passion, you know. And it is both. You feel like you're home, of course. Swimming is there, in the Olympics, swimming is here, and I felt great in both of the events, and yeah, it's a great memories for me. Thank you.
You are a Goodwill Ambassador for the UNHCR. What do you want to get across to the world about refugees through that work?
Well, as a UNHCR Goodwill Ambassador, we are working, me and the team, about actually getting more ideas to the people that they should support more refugees, that maybe the crises are not from your land, but maybe you should put yourself sometimes in their position, because you never know what will happen. Of course, we don't wish that anything happened to any country, but I never knew what a refugee means till actually I am a refugee. So I don't blame anyone, but I'm trying as a normal person again, as a refugee, to show a lot of people that actually I am a normal person, guys, who have dreams, who have passion, and maybe I'm not the best. Maybe I am a normal person, but I'm still trying till maybe I'll be proud, or till maybe at least show the people that I never gave up and keep going to the point I want, and to actually also motivate refugees, because although there is a huge percent of them says, yeah, I am a refugee, what are you expecting from me? No, you're refugees. At the beginning I had a really bad meaning about this word, and after that I started to change when the people started to send me messages on social media that, yeah, I'm looking at what you're doing, and I'm really excited for your next event, and now I'm trying to do more in my family, in my society, and I was really happy. Then I felt that I have more responsibility, and then as a Goodwill Ambassador I have more responsibility. It's not only my choice, it's not only the work I want to do. Now there's a lot of people are looking at me as example for them. So I hope I will get a lot of work for refugee done behind this Goodwill Ambassador for UNHCR. Thank you.
Nick here, Swedish television. You're competing against Sara Sjöström in a couple of events. What can you say about her?
Sorry, I can't hear anything again.
Sara Sjöström, you're competing against the Swedish swimmer, Sara Sjöström. What do you say about her, and is she an inspiration to you?
Of course, she is an amazing person. I look forward to her because, of course, 100 fly, she's a fly swimmer, and one of my wishes is that I'll be like her. She's an amazing woman, she's strong, her smile is always on her face, and I'll be so happy to meet her. I saw her, of course, but she's always busy, you know, competition swimmers. And yeah, good luck for her. Thank you.
Holger hier von dpa in Deutschland. Hallo. Fragen auf Deutsch sind erlaubt, habe ich gehört. Ne?
Ja.
Wir haben gehört, dass dein Leben verfilmt wird. Hast du dir schon mal Gedanken gemacht, wie es sein wird, die eigene Geschichte irgendwann im Kino oder im Fernsehen anschauen zu können?
Okay, I understand the question, but can I answer in English so no one can laugh at me? So, so the question was for the English persons, it was that did I expect it ever that my story will be in the TV or in a book? No, absolutely not. It was a really huge surprise. I was in Belgrade, the first reporter came to me and he was like, can I do an interview? I was like, sure, I have nothing to do. I'm sitting in a tent, you can do whatever. And then it started, this was in Belgium, and then it started to get across Europe, and then the story more and more when I arrived to Germany. It was more attention and more people coming to the story and so on and so on. And I knew that my story is hard, but there was a lot more stories harder and or maybe the same hard as my story. But after that, what happens is that I also qualified to the Olympics, and after that I did a lot of events, and then comes my former coach and said, there is people who want to do actually a movie about your life. And then I was like, me? I mean, why? And then they were like, yeah, you're an inspiration, blah, blah, blah. And then we thought about the idea, and then yeah, now after 1 year, they wanted to do it before the Olympics. We said stop, we need to think, it is the Olympics. And now after 1 year actually we got the deal, and the next years it will be out. The book will be next year out. Yeah, I said next year. Okay. And yeah, no, I never imagined that my life story will be in a book or a movie, but I'm really happy for that, and I hope that a lot of people look at it as an example for them, because I just never will give up. I didn't hear the last part he told me. Well, how I'm gonna think when I'm in the cinema? I don't know. I don't know. I think I'll cry a lot. Well, I'm gonna be wearing a nice dress, sitting watching my movie, but I'm gonna cry a lot. So maybe I'll try to see it before people see it. So yeah, I think I will just remember everything I did in my life, and I hope that a lot of people would be proud of me as I am. And yeah, I don't know yet what will happen. Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
What do you think about the fact that right now many governments are asking for closing the port to new immigrants? And first thing, and the second thing, if you could choose which actress would be you in the movie?
I didn't understand the question.
Second question?
The second.
If you could choose which actress would be you in the movie?
Ah, okay. Well, for the first question, I want to ask actually, not actually the European countries, but all the countries actually to open the borders, because we are humans who lost actually our home. I didn't choose to lose my home. I didn't choose that I have a war in my home. And for other countries like Somalia or Africa and so on and so on, I think it's really hard, and we just should think about other people like it is us. I mean, imagine yourself, don't do that hard stuff, but I mean, just go once to the jungles and just do a camp, a fun fire camp, and just live there for 1 day and just feel the people there who are living like that for more than maybe 10 months, maybe 10 years, maybe 5 years, no one knows. And yeah, this will be a plea that the borders will be opened. I know that maybe my voice is not enough to open the borders, but I know that at least I am asking for that. And for which actress, I don't know, I wanted Angelina Jolie or Emma Watson.
Hi, Yusra. Can you describe the situation when you were swimming in the sea between Turkey and Greece? Were you literally fighting for your life?
This actually, the more specific it will be in the movie, so I'm not really allowed to get into it. But I can say that, of course, it was fighting. I mean, everything. The first thing I was thinking about before even death, the salt in my eyes and in my mouth and my nose. And I mean, I didn't think about dying. I didn't think about that it was cold. I didn't think about anything except I just remembered the events of my life just passing through me. I don't know why, but. Yeah, and for some minutes it was funny because I had to laugh for the guys on the board. Sometimes I just wanted to cry because I couldn't anymore. And I mean me, the swimmer, so imagine the other people. Some people didn't know how to swim. One guy, and he jumped to the water actually also in the boat. And I don't think it's the best feeling in the world, but I'm happy that it's done.
Hey there, Yusra. I'm Gabor from FM 87.6 Contact Radio Budapest. I got two questions. My first question is if you met any Hungarian sportsmen here around at the World Championships, what's your overall opinion about them? And also, if you have some time, can I make an exclusive interview with you for Good Afternoon Budapest radio show?
I think all of them want an exclusive interview, not only you. Yeah, this you can talk after the press conference with Sven. And for the first question, yeah, actually, I know Katinka Hosso, I know a lot of swimmers, and I saw the water polo girls game yesterday, and I think they did a really great job. So Katinka, I saw her actually, this was not the first time, I saw her in World Championships in Turkey for short course. And I took a picture with her also, and she was very nice. And yeah, I mean, she's an Iron lady, so she's great.
Hi, I'm Martin Dunay from Reuters. I just wanted to ask you if you've had any interactions with ordinary Hungarians while you were here, and to describe what it was like to be speaking with just normal people.
Before or now?
Now.
Now, yeah, I think.
How is that different from before? Yeah.
Well, the first Hungarian I met is our volunteer. She's great, and yeah, then the bus drivers, the people here. I mean, the volunteers. I think it's great what are they here doing, and all of them like talk to me really nicely. I think to all of the swimmers, and yeah, it has been different. And I think this is how I want it to be my second time actually in Hungary. The first time it was really hard, but I think the people were afraid the first time because they didn't know who we are, why we are in their country, and we were in one place. We closed their train station also, so I think they were really they had a bit panic, but I think we'll get over that, and I'm happy to be here again and to represent refugees again here. Thank you.
Could you talk really quickly about how you're preparing for the future in sport, what your goals are for swimming and leading up to Tokyo?
Well, we will have some surprises in the next month. I'm not gonna say anything because it's a surprise. And yeah, but it's gonna be a huge one for sport. And actually, it is one point actually in sport. It's gonna be a big supporting plan for me. And I mean, what an athlete has to do except of training morning, evening, and even when you're sleeping, you have to dream about swimming. And yeah, this is how it's working.
Hi, sorry. I'm Benza from index.hu.
Hello.
So the first time you were here in Hungary, did you have any positive experience with the local people?
I had only one positive experience. It was a taxi driver who knew that I am a refugee and me and the others, and he was driving fast actually from the police because they saw us, and yeah, it was a bit crazy, and we knew that there was buses from Germany and we had to be really fast actually to reach to it, so he was like, I don't know, it was like a Hollywood movie how he's driving. But yeah, I'm really thankful for this guy. I don't know if you remember me ever, but thank you.
Thank you. Hello, I'm Andrea Hort from Hungarian Medium. So, could you tell us a few words about your life in Germany? You said that you're a normal girl going to school and training.
A normal girl who doesn't go to parties.
Yeah. And about those hopes and dreams you talked about. So just open up these a bit, please. And how do you imagine your future, maybe in Germany or in your home country, Syria?
Okay. Thank you. So first of all, in Germany, it's a normal routine. I have 2 trainings a day swimming. I have 3 times in the week athletic. And I think next year it will be extra, more than that. And yeah, it's all about learning German now and studying. And yeah, maybe I will go partying once 5 months or 6 months, and or in my birthday, fair enough. And yeah, I think it's like any normal athlete life, competition, swimming. I'm always learning German. I think it's better. Do you think so?
Definitely.
They keep telling me that I'm not good enough, but I think so. And yeah, about what was the other thing? Well, for my future. So I can't imagine anything, because in 1 year I was just arriving to Germany, and now I am in the World Championships again after Rio. So in 1 year I had a lot of events, I had a lot of stuff I never imagined. I had a book deal, I had a movie deal, I got a manager, I got a new coach, and it's unbelievable, all of that. And yeah, I think, but one of the really most things I can see from now till at least Tokyo, I'm gonna keep swimming, keep speaking, and studying, learning German. Thank you.
How did you manage to put your life together that well in such a short period of time? Did you get any support? I don't mean only financial support, but emotional, like people around you.
You can see the whole support just near me. Well, one of the a lot of people who supported me is, of course, my club. My club did a lot of stuff for me. I mean, they offered me place to stay. The first months I came to Germany, it was illegal. So, and a lot of people in the beginning, they were afraid, that I'm a refugee, I have another culture and so on. But after that, they realized that I'm the same like them. I swim, I go home, I eat. So, yeah, I got into the community and so on. And I think also that we know English helped us a lot, me and my sister. And yeah, a lot of people in Germany helped us, and I don't think it's a lot. It's hard for everyone to get involved, in the community and so on. I have a lot of friends. They have a lot of German friends and so on. There is a lot of really nice people. Of course, there's people who are accepting refugees, some not, but it's like that in the whole world. But yeah, it's unbelievable that in 1 year I have already a second family and a pool where I can train, so it's really incredible, and I'm thankful for it. Any questions?
And we are thankful for her too, because she opened our mind too, and many different ways.
I'm Syrian, that's why.
Okay.
Can you imagine yourself competing as Germany in the future?
Well, now we don't know anything about that, but I will be, of course, proud to represent Germany and represent my country again and represent all the refugees around the world. So if there is a flag for those three, I'll be so proud. So, quiet.
How does it make you feel when you obviously see and hear a lot of people, especially leaders of European countries, speaking in very harsh tones about refugees? Many of the politicians in this continent are not exactly friendly and paint refugees as terrorists, as criminals, and it happens in every country. Hungary is no exception. When you see that, what goes through your mind?
Well, first of all, I think sometimes you don't have to pay a lot of attention for that, because the only thing you have to do is care for who you are and to know that who you are representing. Or I'm not saying that 100% of the refugees are good, and I'm not saying that 100% of the Europeans are good. So we are equal. So a lot of people accepted us, a lot of people didn't accept us. So maybe we have to think always about the positive point that also Germany and Belgium and Holland, maybe I think, they opened the door for refugees. So maybe this is one of the positive, not maybe, of course, this is one of the positive stuff to look at, and to look at also that maybe some people are saying that they are terrorists and so on. We once also opened our doors for refugees, so I don't think anyone likes that, but yeah, as I said, you have always to look at the positive points and to maybe ignore some stuff.
It is the same when we are now here in Hungary. If you read the German media, then it's always refugees don't have any chance in this country, but since we are here, I didn't meet anyone who said, you're a refugee or something like that. Everyone is open, everyone is interested, and most of them are showing that they are happy that she can be here. So it is like in life, every time there are people like that and like that.
Exactly, and this is what me and Rami are trying actually to change, to make more people accept us and accept other refugees, because they are all, I mean, there's a lot of them doctors or engineers or, I don't know, architects, like all of us, all the Europeans here also. So I think we are similar, and we are in the end all humans. Any questions left?
Hello, my name is Titanila. I would like to ask if isn't it hard sometimes to bear all this responsibility that you are not only a swimmer, but you are also kind of an icon of the refugees, that you are giving this message to the whole world about the refugees?
Believe me, this is not always easy. I am also a normal person who always, not always, sometimes go to my room, lock the door and start to cry like a baby. But a lot of times that I cried, I just opened sometimes my social media and I saw how people actually are sending me, like teenagers. Like today I swam a new personal best, and she's telling me about her personal life. And another guy, actually my dad died, and now I am the only responsible for this family, and I thought my story is hard, and now after I saw your story, actually I'm doing more for my family. So I was like, I took my tears away and I started to smile. I don't know why, but I felt that a lot of people are looking to me as example for them. So I promised myself that I will try as hard as I can to do whatever I can for them, because we cannot say that I'm not also lucky to be here here and to have all of that. So I'm trying to use it in the best ways to right, maybe to not only to inspire refugees, but to inspire a lot of people around the world. And I hope that it's working. Thank you.
Any questions? Okay.
Sorry, so do you have any family left in Syria still?
Yeah, there is my grandparents and some uncles, yeah. I have only 4 cousins in Germany. That's it. The others are all in Syria.
And can you keep in touch with your...
Yeah, I am keeping in touch with them. Of course, my grandma had the same name like me, so I will never not call her.
Sven, this question is for you. What's it like to work with an athlete and a woman like this, you know, from the beginning up until now? What changes have you noticed?
A lot of changes. First, when we met the first time, we just sit together and ate dinner, I think so, with her sister Sarah.
It was a good one.
It was a good dinner, yeah. And yeah, first of all, we just tried to find a way how we can communicate. I'm not talking about language, yeah, the way how we can talk. I never had was so close to someone from the Arabic world. I have Arabic friends, Turkish friends, everything is fine, but so close like that it was never before. So we made our way, and yeah, it has to do with trust. And now we are really trustful in any case, private and business and sport. Her way changed completely. The way how we deal together changed too. Like I said, now it's more trustful. First, everyone has to learn each other and to know what is a good mood, what is a bad mood, how you can act in this situation. Yeah, I think she grew up in this 2 years very fast, and now she learned in the last months how to find space for herself. And yes,
I learned also not to keep my mobile phone with me all the time.
That's it. And yeah, and her manager and I and Ariel, yeah, we just try to find the space, or to give her the space that she don't have to ask for, and that is what I think is working very well, because now you just have to look in her eyes and you know, okay, maybe you just go, and then this works. For sport, yeah, she completely changed. When she started, it was just the technical foundation, where our head coach and I said, yeah, we can try it. So just start to train with our groups. And after a few months, you saw that the aerobic foundation become better and better and better. And yeah, now she's on a good way, on a good level, that we can build up a lot of more progress in the next months, and till Tokyo, I hope a lot of progress.
Just one additional question, Yusra. When you were here 2 years ago, it was at the railway station. Did you visit, or do you want to visit this place again, or it is a so bad memory?
Never. Well, when I came, I mean, the first time, I don't know if you know, there's like, here in the station, and there is Burger King and McDonald's. This is where I stayed. I saw nothing. And Novotel, I think the hotel, that's it. What I saw from the whole city. So I think we stayed 2 nights in Novotel, and it was more expensive because we're refugees. So imagine if it was normally 100 for normal people, 200 it was for us. But at least they made us stay. Other countries also didn't. So yeah, it was the only nice thing. It was eating McDonald's the whole time. Now I'm not allowed, but
you don't want to.
Yeah, also I don't want to. That's bad to say, but I mean, yeah. It was a really tough experience, you know, because I stayed once downstairs when the police and the people were having a fight, and then my friends came with a blue face, and like it was really horrible. I was like, if I was there, they won't care for me, and they will hit me also, you know, with the people. And yeah, after and I got out from Hungary in a really bad also way. They said like 1 whole day in the field to get out. So this would be also in the movie. Yeah, so but I promised myself that I'll come back to Hungary in another way, in a better way, in a way where I'm gonna show people that I'm not only a refugee, but I am something special before the movies, before anything. So yeah. I sat on the floor. You know, this is the station, and then there is, I don't know, here in the middle, like garden or something. So there was some wood. We slept on it. This is how. Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks. Maybe just pass me by. I didn't hear if you said the title of the book or the movie.
There's no title. It's still a secret.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know the title?
No, I don't know the title. This is the problem.
There's no title.
No, there is no title. We are still finding one. So if you have ideas, send us. Yeah. So, any questions left before we end up this press conference?
Okay. Then thanks for coming, and if you want to do a separate, individual, exclusive interview, can come to me, and we will check the schedule for the next day, how we can come together with all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.